Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining into today's live session. Very good morning, good afternoon, and good evening for those who are joining from different parts of the world. Just send me a hi message on the chat box so that I can understand you guys are able to see me and my audio is perfect. Hi Kunal, how was your weekend, guys? Let's get back to the live trading with E2T prop. Those who are completely new to this live, you can scan the QR code and get the 50K free trial. And setting the agenda for the day, basically we will take you through a couple of top-down approaches which we have discussed today morning. We are getting into a 9th week of this particular quarter. At the same time, we are entering into a 23rd week of this calendar year, right? So the most important thing when we enter into a quarter ending, which is the Q1, most of the institutional players would be setting up and unwinding profitable positions to manage and showcase profits to their investors. So how do we analyze the top down approach with respect to this 4 weeks? We might have lot of volatility and lot of new positions are building. At the same time, we will also take you through celebrating the success of a trader who have earned a $900 payout recently. Last day we have discussed that. I'll just walk you through the E2T proper payout. We will also analyze all the the major pairs which we look into: gold, BTC, Nasdaq, and if we get some opportunity to enter for New York session, we will also enter live trades. And we will also see where we are standing with respect to our 10K capital. And there are a lot of things to be discussed. We will also do a quick market recap, what went right when we took a trade last week on Friday. And I think most of you have benefited from the gold short position. I haven't initiated even a single position right now, but some of the major updates we have is basically with respect to BTC. BTC right now, I've just initiated a position with respect to keeping a small stop loss. And if you look at on a 15 minutes time frame, you can see a good rally has happened. I'm just initiating a position live on E2T prop directly on BTC, keeping my stop loss high. Let's say my stop loss would be 103,800. I'll keep 103,800 as my stop loss and see how much we are risking on this particular trade. Yeah, we are risking around $25 risk, and I'm just placing this order by risking it $25 on BTC. Those who are already joined on this webinar, could you please join for the hi guys, could you please join on the YouTube link which I have posted. Make sure we have swapped from still I'm getting the webinar invite and people are joining onto this webinar. Please make sure you guys are joining to the Zoom link which I have already posted on the chat box. Please make sure you guys are able to join to the YouTube live and comment all your questions. Hi Shubham. So yes, we have initiated a position in BTC with respect to if we do a top-down approach on BTC. Let's say for example, we were expecting this weekly POI to be respected, and if I take the entire structure, and within the structure, if I consider this as a liquidity zone and take a fib level on a daily time frame, you'd be able to see that we are closing near to this particular zone, which is the OTE level, right? That's the daily basis OTE level which market have been respecting yesterday and day before. Sorry guys, this is what I was sharing. So this OTE level market is respecting with respect to 0.71 percentage of the zone. And with respect to 4 hours, we can see that slight push in the OTE. Even market is able to get a push from the zone, right? This is the second level of entry. And if I just take on a 15 minutes, if I do the same analysis with respect to OTE, if I do the same on a 15-minute chart, look at the precise entry where we have entered with respect to BTC. It's exactly at 104,245. We are seeing a good push with respect to pure candles. Let me just share the volume profiles so that it will be much more easy. USD JPY, yes, we will have a look at USD JPY as well. Shubha. I think the QR code. I think the QR code is hiding the way. I'm just removing the QR code. Yes, I have entered into BTC at the same time. Those who have already joined, I think, give me a second guys. Those who have already joined to the YouTube, please make sure you guys comment your name and which part of the world you guys have joined from, so that rest of the things we'll handle it from there as well. Just a second guys. All right. At the same time, I also have a good view on UK 100. Look at this move. Last day we have posted this top-down approach, right, with respect to 4 hours. We consider this as a consolidation zone. Right after that, we got a good opportunity manipulating the both side and took an opportunity from here. I have exited the overnight position. I was trying to enter into UK 100 as well, keeping a target of 8910 for UK 100. Let me initiate a position for UK 100 as well. $8733 would be my stop loss. I can try with the 0.33 lot size, risking $34 on that particular trade. So we have 2 more trades for the day. We have initiated a position in UK 100 and BTC so far. Yes, we are about to discuss with respect to the market is taking out this London high. We could see a good rally after this London high, this zone, Asia high. If the market is rejecting, we might have to exit from this trade on a UK 100. But at the same time, looking at BTC, we can clearly see that we are below the value area. At the same time, we have created or taken out the Asia low, which was created previously as well. At the same time, if you look at on a 15 minutes, this is 15 minutes, we can see good sellers trap is happening within this range. If the market is able to push beyond 104 300 on futures, BTC CME futures. If the market is going beyond this level, I will be exiting rather than waiting for a 103 800. But we until this level, I'll be keep on adding to this position with respect to my fixed fraction position sizing method and targeting a minimum of 1:5 on this level, which is 106 600. Here itself, we can see that 106 600. But with respect to normal targets, I'll be looking for. Let me share the screen. So I'll be looking for this particular target, which we have discussed a couple of days back. 106 934 would be my target for the day on BTC. Okay, so this is what I'm looking into for New York session. I'm happy to add even multiple positions within this zone. If I mark this particular zone, let me delete all the other stuff so it will be much more easy for you to look at the charts on a clean basis. So this is the weekly. Okay, so if you look at top down, this is the weekly POI. Inside the weekly POI, we are on a daily POI. This is the daily POI, which is 104 964 and 103 800. Right? On a 4 hours, it has created a structural break. We have a good displacement. We have initiated a position within 15 minutes OTE level. Now, ideally, what could be the scenario? Let's say if I'm wrong, it can be the first scenario, right? If I'm wrong, then the first thing what is going to happen, market is not going to sustain with this level, and we can see a continuous bearish candles, right? So this is the first scenario. The second scenario, in next 1 hour, if the market is consolidating here, we could see market might take out this liquidity as well, which is 103 600. So we have kept our stop loss very tight because we don't want to get into a zone where we are taking out entries beyond this level. So this is the smallest OTE stop loss level which I have with respect to having a target. So consider this could be a risky trade. We have entered from here, but I believe it is worth taking a risk with respect to the risk we are in. So for a 450 or even 500 points risk, we can target 2,700 points. That's the sort of entry which we have entered into. Let's see how it goes for the New York session, right? Until this zone, this entire zone, I'll be keep on adding positions so that the risk is managed very well. So this is my strategy for BTC for today. Alright, so with respect to USD JPY, Shubham was asking about USD JPY, right? Let's go back to USD JPY. But those who are completely new, those who want to understand about E2T prop, we are trading on the same E2T prop itself. So on a simply put together, let's say if you want to get into an instant capital, you don't have to go through any challenge phases. You can directly start with a 10K account for just $150 and start trading live. And once you hit on 10% target, your payout request is 90%, which is $900. So if you consider this from a risk perspective, you're risking $150 for a $900 payout. That's the trader's mindset. You can give it a try with a 20K, 40K. Everything is instant capital. Those who want to get to know more details, please do click on the link on description, which has given a complete detail about the platform. You can try for a 50K free trial. At the same time, those who want to start with like-minded traders, you can also join to the community. You can go to our website and see all the details by clicking on the link which I have posted already. If any doubts, any clarifications, you can ask here directly. I'll be able to happy to help that as well. With respect to USD JPY, okay. If you go back to our Friday's live and see what we have discussed, it's a great opportunity, right? We have discussed that on Friday when we didn't have this particular candle. I have made a drawing similar to this. If you see it on a candle basis, you can see we have created this box and called market is targeting this liquidity with respect to USD JPY. Market have already moved towards the same direction. What I'm looking for New York session is basically if we get a retracement, okay? If we get a retracement with it to this zone, which is 143.959, then I'll be happy to enter. Even if I don't get a retracement, I'll be entering when the pullbacks are happening. When the pullback is happening, let's say most of the time, most of the traders would have kept their stop losses here after the stop loss hunt. So this is what I'm expecting. Either to push towards upside and then take an entry, target towards downside. This is the positional bias I have. The first probability which I'm looking for. If this is not happening, then if the market is pushing towards down, from this level, if the market is pushing towards down, taking out this entire liquidity and taking a support from this zone, then this push has to be stopped at this level, right? And then target towards the lower side. So these are the two scenarios which I'll be keen in order to enter into USD JPY as far as considering a new opportunity. Just give me a second, guys. Hello. All right. So sorry guys. And we see some actions here. Look at the move, look at the POI, which is respecting beautifully. Right after we took the entry, it is within the zone. As I said, on a 15 minutes time frame, from the OTE, we can see a lot of bulls are entering. If the market is able to sustain this momentum, okay, the first thing what we need is basically breaking this structure, which is 104,561. If that happens, we might get a second level entry here and then push towards the target. If the market is taking out this liquidity, this candle itself, we might get stopped there, right? So that's the sort of entry which we have with respect to ETC. Let me just check what is happening with respect to UK 100. Yeah, USD JPY we have discussed. Could you please lower the background music? Your voice is very... No problem, brother. Sorry, I'm really sorry. Satish, I think it's much more audible now, isn't it? Is it clear now? Much better? Shubham, have you got this short entry in the USD JPY in Asia session? Yeah, UK 100 is pushing with respect to our target. Let's see, you know, before the pre-market opens, we could see a good rally with respect to UK 100. If that happens, then we'll be riding that up to 8910. Okay, that's the target for today. Okay, let's come back to Nasdaq. Let's do the top down in Nasdaq, so that Nasdaq I'll be mostly looking for an entry with respect to uh, you know the New York Open itself. Look at this move. Last time we discussed that when the market was trading at this area, we have seen a great rally with respect to this particular zone, and on a daily time frame, market have given the manipulation after this consolidation, right? Both the sides has been given, and I'm just looking for an entry to get right after the New York PM liquidity, which is 21,023. If anything, if I get below 21,023, then I'll be happy to go long. But with respect to this view, if we are on a BTC, we might see it is going beyond 83, 100 levels. Let's see. I think that's what happening. All right. So far that's the my update with respect to this particular day, because Mondays are quiet days mostly. I'll be looking to you know try to capitalize more on BTC. I don't have any bias at the moment with respect to gold, because I'm just seeing how the market is playing around. We have been on a counter trend, and we discussed that on a weekly time frame, on a monthly time frame. If the market is closing on a monthly time frame last month on a bearish note, but it has closed slightly bullish, but it differs. Like some of the other charts, I'm able to see that it's a slightly bearish doji. So I'm just looking for a couple of days how the price action is happening, then I'll be initiating a new position with respect to gold. Because if we get the right direction, we'll be able to ride the whole month. So I'll take some more time to understand how the price action with respect to lower time frame. Then I'll keep you posted if anything interesting which is visible in the gold. That's what I'm looking at the moment. So two positions, which is UK 100. The other one is Nasdaq, which I'm looking for 21 20,999 or 21 you know 023. That's what I'm looking for the New York session. Any questions, any clarifications, please do let me know. Then we can have a detailed discussion on that. If not, this is going to be a quick meeting where we have discussed only 30 minutes about the whole structure for Monday. Mondays are usually something like this, because we can't expect so much on Monday. But at the same time, today evening at 6 p.m. Morning, Chris was mentioning, you know we might see a good rally with respect to today's news. So we have ISM manufacturing PMI at 3 p.m. That would give us a good rally. But most importantly, when Fed chairman speaks, that's gonna give us a good understanding about how their differences between Powell and Trump is gonna take place with respect to numbers. So mostly, market would be creating chaos with before 6 p.m. today. And when I say 6 p.m., it's going to be around 10:30 p.m. evening in India. So make sure you guys are aware. There is going to be a large volatility at 6 p.m. today. So make sure you are prepared enough to get that volatility. Let's see with respect to yeah with respect to BTC. Now that's the only thing which we can see. I'll start sharing with you on what's happening within the volume profile on BTC so that it will be much more easy for us to understand in a deeper note. It's a very quiet in terms of the push. I think it is worth waiting for today rather than aggressively entering. I have entered two trades. I'll be focusing on Nasdaq if we get an opportunity. If not, I'm done for the day because mostly on Mondays I tend to reduce the entries so that we can fully focus on the updates on Tuesday basis. All right. So any questions, any clarifications, please do let me know. Anything, guys? Any questions, any clarifications with respect to E2T prop, with respect to the charts or the top-down approach? If you want to add anything, I'll stay for another 3 more minutes. I'll wait for your questions and then we can, take things forward from there. Thank you so much for joining in. Please do let me know if there is some value which you have gained through the session and the comment session. At the same time, let's see uh, your likes and shares with respect to building this live forever, because your support, or Satish, Shubham, Kunal, thank you so much, everyone. Apart from people who have not commented, it's okay. But if you are gaining some value, please do let me know in the comment section. Yeah. Thank you so much and have a great day.